Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Enoch, and in this tutorial I'm gonna be showing you how to create this e-commerce website using WordPress, WooCommerce and the Woodmart theme. So before we get started, I want to show you a quick demo tour of the website, and I show you the stuff or things that you're gonna be learning. First things first, as you can take a look and see, we have the header right here. And the header right now, you know by now that it's important for every e-commerce store to have an active live search bar. For example, if I search for shirt right here, something like this, then the results are gonna show up with their thumbnails, title and price, something like this. And you can also search in particular categories. For example, if you want to search in bags or creams or jackets or something, you can easily do that. Then on the right hand side, you'll get a display of the username or account name of someone who has purchased or has logged into your website. Now, if someone is not logged in, you will be seeing a login and register button right here. And once someone clicks on it, they can easily enter their email address and they can easily enter their password and click login. Or else they can click create account. Then they will insert their email address right here. They can click on register. They receive a password link and then they can log into the website. Then next, we are gonna be having a wishlist icon right here. And if someone, for example, comes and sort of, let's say, add this product to the wish list, okay, they can come right here. And if you open this up in a new tab, you will realize that the product has been added to the customer's wish list. Okay, and you're also going to be having a compare feature where a customer can compare two products. Then you also have a cart that looks like this. Now below that, we have a header right here. And this menu has mega menus. As you can see, if I hover over shop, home and about us, you'll notice that every time I hover, there are mega menus, and I'm going to show you how to create these. Then we also have a browse categories feature right here. And if I also hover over these product category menus, there are also mega menus under them. So I'm going to show you how to create those. Then below that, or next to that, we have this slider right here, and I'm going to show you how to create these sliders. They can be 2, 3 or 4 or 5. You can insert as many sliders as you want. If you scroll down, you see right now we have a carousel that has our categories. For example, we have bags, creams, lotions, and someone can easily scroll through them by clicking on this link. So in case they want to open up any category, all they have to do is to click on it, or they can open it up in a new tab. Okay, so now when you scroll down further, you see now we have two blocks right here. I'm going to show you how to create these with this parallax effect, and you can put any products or categories that you want to insert here. Then under that, I'm going to show you how to create these product category kind of tabs like this. So every time someone clicks on a particular category, for example, new arrivals, or they want to check out the products under men, or stuff under mugs or toys or bags or shirts, I'm going to show you how to create these tabs right here. I think this is a nice way for your customers to have them navigate around your website. Then below that, I'm going to show you how to add sort of like an Instagram feed or photo or something like that looks like this, exhibiting some of the social media posts that you've made or photos that you've shared on your social media. Then under that, you're going to be having a footer that looks like this with all this shipping information, 24/7 support. Then I'm going to show you how to create this footer right here. Now when you take a look at the shop page, this is how it's looking. We have a search bar right here, some product filters, some variable colors. For example, someone can purchase stuff that are in red or in yellow depending on the number of products. Under this attribute right here, they can shop stuff or filter according to size, or even according to brands. Let's say you're selling clothes or phones, so you have iPhones, you have Apple products, you have Samsung products. You can add those categories, and once someone clicks on them, for example, if I click on Adidas right here, the page is gonna reload and to only show products that have Adidas. So this is an important feature. For example, if you take a look at this product page right here, you will notice that now we have also a brand logo right here of Adidas. And if I open this up in any new tab, you will realize that now we're only seeing products that are under the brand of Adidas. So under the left sidebar, we still have some products that have been recently reviewed. For example, these 2 shirts, and you can add any more products here. You can put some cards, you can put your top rated products or recently viewed products. I'm going to show you how to customize all that. Now, taking a look at how the product page looks, this is how it's looking. So I'm going to show you how to customize this, how to upload the right kind of product images. I'm going to show you how to add these brands right here, how to add an add to cart buy now button. You can add this product to the wish list. You can click here and kind of show a size guide for the stuff you're shopping. So it doesn't have to be a shirt size guide. It can be, for example, if you're selling iPhones, or let's say you want to display model according to storage size. So right here you can have the iPhone model. Maybe right here you can have the storage, and maybe here you can have the colors or something like that. So you can customize this table to look different for each kind of product category, to have a different size guide. Now if you scroll down under the description tab, you have next to it the additional information and the shipping delivery information. So when you take a look at the description tab, I have added this image. It's not like your regular display of the description tab. So we have this image right here, some stuff about the product, the materials. You can view more, go to shop. Then on the right hand side where you have additional information, it's basically the colors and the brand that the product is attached to. Then under shipping and information, I'm going to show you how to add this information in this nice kind of display where you have some images right here, some text about the returns and exchanges, the shipping rates and all that stuff. Okay, I'm going to show you how to customize all these. Then under this, I'm also going to be showing you the review section. Okay, so as you can see right now, we have 2 reviews that have been left on this product. So I'm going to show you how to add such a section, and customers can easily leave reviews. For example, this is me right now. I'm showing you right now that someone can leave a product review on the product. Then they can also add photos. Okay, so this is important to build customer trust. So in case a customer wants to take a look at these product photos that the person who reviewed left, it is possible to do that. And the customers can also like or dislike comments. For example, I can dislike or like a particular comment, and the more I like it, the more it gets top ranked in the reviews section. Okay, I'm going to be showing you just how to do that. So now I'm also going to be showing you how to create such a nice cart page, and I'm also going to show you how to create coupons. So for example, if someone has a coupon, for example, save 50%, they can apply this coupon and they get a discount of that coupon. For example, if it's 10% or 15%, then they can get a discount and proceed to the checkout. So new checkout, it's gonna look like this, and you'll have the payment method. So you can have PayPal, Stripe right under here, some shipping information, and customer will be able to insert all their billing details on the left hand side. So I think that has been a quick demo tour of the website. So I think you're ready to get started, but before we get started, what you're gonna need is a domain name and hosting first. It needs to be set up. So I'm gonna show you how to do just that right now. Then in the following section, we are gonna be handling how to install the theme and the necessary plugins. So head over to hostinger.com and hit the login button. And once you're here, you can select the Google button to automatically sign you in into Hostinger, even though you don't have an account. Okay, so I've signed in right here, and once you sign in, it's gonna lead you to this page. And when you're here under hosting, if you have to click hosting and check out the hosting plans they offer. They offer 3 different hosting plans, but I usually like to go with the middle tier, the middle one, which is called Premium Web Hosting. Kind of offers 100 websites, 100 subdomains, and also some other, a whole bunch of other features that I really like. So I'll select that. Then you can select either 48 months, 24, 12, or even 1 month. And for this case, I'll be going for 1 month, since this is just for demo purposes only. Yeah, so I'll select 1 month, and once I'm happy with that, I'll just choose a payment method. And once that's done, you gotta select a payment method that you want to use. I'll be using MasterCard, but you guys can use GPay, PayPal, or any other option that you're fine with. So I've filled in my card and I want to hit pay now. Okay, and once I've paid now, all I have to do is to click this setup button, and I start setting up my hosting sort of configuration information. Okay, so hit setup, and it's gonna lead you to this page where you can start, setting up your hosting. So click start now. Who are you creating the website for? You can select I'm creating for myself. Who's creating? I'll be building the website myself. The type of website that you want to build, it's gonna be business. So do you need help? Probably yes, if you're a beginner. And once you've selected that, it's gonna lead you to this page where you can create your new website, or if you already have a website from another hosting company, you can migrate it over to Hostinger. So I'm gonna create a new website, and I'm gonna select the WordPress button on the right and click select WordPress. Okay, and right here I'm gonna need to add a password and an email that I'll be using to log into my WordPress website. Okay, so I'm just gonna type it in here. Remember that you have to remember this password that you create, and once you're done, just hit continue. They're gonna ask you to add these plugins to your website, but you may not really need them, so I'll just disable those and hit continue. Yeah, then they'll ask you the look. Basically they're telling you to select a theme, but I'll just select this first one in the corner. And right now they're going to ask you to buy domain name, or if you have an existing domain. So let's just buy a new one, since you guys may not be having already domains. So I'll just select buy domain and type in here in the search box the domain name that I would want. So you guys can type in one for your business, and you see the domains that Hostinger has for you. Yeah, so you can hit search once you're done typing the name, and to display a bunch of extensions. So you can see .cloud, .info, .shop. So I'm looking for something really cheap, since this is a demo tutorial. I'm gonna scroll through these. So there's .store, .tech, site. You can even view more extensions that these guys have. .fun. Yeah, so there are a bunch of extensions that you guys can go through. But for this tutorial, I think I'll buy this second one on the downer list, .cloud. Yeah, and I'll purchase it for 1 year. Yeah, which is okay with me, and I'll just complete the payment. Okay, so when I process, and says the payment was successful, so I'm gonna hit next. Yeah, so the other forms here that can basically fill in your personal information. Yeah, and once you're done, Hostinger will finish up the setup really quickly, and you just have to click finish setup and you'd be good to go. So once the setup is finished, Hostinger will install the WordPress, and right now you can click on this edit
website, and it will lead you straight into your WordPress dashboard and you start creating your website. Another way to log into WordPress that I have to show you is to add this extension of WP admin at the end of your domain name. Yeah, and it will lead you to this login page where you can type in your email that we just configured in a few minutes ago, then also the password that you set. Yeah, so you can go ahead and type in your email, then add your password, and all you have to do is to click login. Okay, and once you're here, you can decide to save these passwords in Google Chrome and you can start working on your website. Okay,
so now I'm assuming that you're logged in. Okay, so now let's get started. So if you're new to WordPress, I'm going to give you a very quick demo tour of how WordPress is structured. So number one, every time you'll be adding a new blog post, you'll be adding it under posts. When you're uploading your images or stuff, you can directly upload them under the media section. If you want to manage your home pages, delete them, create them, for example, the home page, about us page, you can go under pages. In case someone leaves a comment on your blog post, you'll be able to see them under comments. Then under appearance, you'll be able to manage your themes. We're going to talk about themes in just a second. Then under plugins is where you're going to install extra pieces of code or software to manage your website. For example, the extra plugin you're going to need for this tutorial is going to be WooCommerce, which is going to enable the WooCommerce functionality that lets us enable and manage, create products on our WordPress website. So under users, you can add new users to your website. For example, if you have someone that you need to manage your website, for example, a digital assistant or something, you can always create them a new user account under this section right here. Okay, so under tools, you have things that you can use to maybe check out the site health of your website, import or export any comments or reviews, or export any personal data. For example, a government might request for some information about your website. You always have to come under tools here to kind of play around with the information and export it. So under settings, you have the general settings, and under these general settings, you can set your store. For example, mine can be Woodmart or Walmart or anything that you like. Maybe you can have a tagline. Maybe it's an electronic shop or fashion shop or buy electronics or anything. It can be a slogan. Then you can choose a site icon. For example, if I select a site icon, if I go to my desktop right here, I should have a site icon. For example, if I'm to choose this as my site icon, and once it's done, I click select site icon, I'll crop image, and once it's done, you will see that when you save these settings, it will display right here. So let's just try and do that and see if that works. And as you can see, the site icon has changed. So you can do a lot of things right here. You can change administrator emails, but I wouldn't be able to. I wouldn't advise changing the administrator email because you may lose access. But the site language can also be changed to something, to any of these languages. So if you're comfortable in using any of these, I don't know any other language that is commonly spoken apart from English. Okay, so you can also edit the time zones and yeah, all that. Then the next thing that we will be discussing is under permalinks. Just make sure that it's set to post name. It's a best SEO friendly kind of permalink. Yeah, and those are all the settings that I'm going to show you right now. Okay, so we need to go to the plugins first, and I want to disable a plugin called Lightspeed Cache. It came by default because I use Hostinger, so this was installed by default. So I'm going to delete, okay, not delete but deactivate, because what a cache does is that it saves a certain version of your website in a cache memory, so that when users try to access your website, it's get loaded faster. But when you're developing, sometimes it can be challenging. You make changes and they're stored in cache, and you can't see them right away. Okay, so I always have that disabled or deleted. So I think now we can get started. So the very first thing that I want to do right now is to install a theme. Okay, and what you're gonna do, I'll close this right here. And what you're gonna do is search for Woodmart and make sure theme forest is what you have right here. You can go to this website right here, but I'd rather go to theme forest. And once you're here, it's $59, so you can add it to cart and sort of have it downloaded. Okay, and once you have received your download, what you're gonna do is you're gonna come to appearance under themes and click on add new theme. So once you're here, you're gonna click on upload theme, and what I'm gonna do, I already have mine, so I'm gonna just drag it over here. I'll do that again. I'm gonna drag it over here and click install now. So now the theme is done installing, and right now what I can do is to click on activate. So it's gonna take you through this setup, and I would wish that you go through it. So you can click on let's start, and right here you can add your theme license that you'd have gotten from the the theme forest, and you can add it right here. Then you can click on next step, and when you're here, I always advise to install the child theme. If you read this, it will make sense to you. But then click next step, and you're going to select now the page builder that you're using. Some people are familiar with WP Bakery, but we will stick to Elementor, and we can click on next step when Elementor is selected. So you have all these plugins that Theme Forest suggests you install, and what you're gonna do right now is to install and activate all. Okay, and this is gonna take a minute or two. Okay, and once that's done, you're gonna click on next step. So you can actually import all these templates, yeah, right here, and just adjust them to your liking. So for example, if I click on live preview right here, for example, on these pre-built websites, and take a look at how they're looking, this is how they're looking. Okay, so you have countdown timers, blah 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 blah, and all this stuff. You can take a look at, for example, this one that you are going to be creating something similar to this. Okay, so you can import these demo websites and just edit all this content, but you're not going to be doing that. I'm going to show you how to set up your website from scratch. Okay, so I'll close this. Then what I'm going to do is scroll down and click on skip, and once I'm done, it's going to say congratulations, you have successfully installed our theme, and that everything is ready. So you can click and view the home page. Okay, so this is how it's looking. So now you guys realize that when we click to view home page or your domain name.com, realize that it's redirecting you to the blog page, because right now we haven't created a home page. Okay, so what we're going to do first, if you need to go back to the dashboard, all you need to do is to click on this icon right here. And if you need to check out your website, you're still gonna need to click on this icon, so it takes you to your home page. But now I want to go back to the dashboard, and I'm gonna click it once again. Okay, and that's how it's looking. So to create a home page, all you have to do is to click to under all pages. You can click on add new. Okay, and what you're gonna do is to call this home. Okay, so now when you take a look at our homepage, it has these categories that are, flowing down like this. Okay, so what we can do is we have to make sure that open categories menu is turned on, because when you see this, when you hover over this icon right here, it's gonna show you what it's talking about. Okay, so we need these categories to display, so we're gonna click on yes. Okay, Then the page title, what you see, for example, let me click publish and publish once again. Okay, what the page title is that sort of black kind of page title that you see. So you can have it enabled or don't have it enabled. Then a sidebar, I wouldn't want a sidebar on my home page. So once I'm done making these changes, I'm gonna try and update the page. So once it's updated, I'm gonna be able to view the page. So I'll open new tab in a new tab, and this is how it's looking. Okay, so we still have this header right here, this page title. So under page title, I think I'll disable it. Okay, then click on update, and once I come here and refresh like this, then you realize that everything is gone. Okay, so when you click on this home page, it will still take you to the blog page because still the home page hasn't been set as a home page. So to do that, come back here, click on your dashboard, then go to settings and reading. Okay, click on reading right here, then change for your home page display from your latest post to static post and select home. Once you're done, click on save and you can reload. So now every time you click on this icon, it will lead you back to your home page. Okay, so now that is set. So let me take this away to another tab. Then what you're gonna do now is to view some other plugins that we may need. Okay, so when you take a look at the plugin section right under here, you will realize that you have all these plugins that have been installed by the theme. Okay, and one of the most important plugins right here that we have is WooCommerce. Okay, so we need to go over the WooCommerce setting as fast as we can. So let's go and actually before we go under WooCommerce, let's add a payment gateway. Okay, so to add a payment gateway, I'm gonna install another plugin that's gonna allow me to either use Stripe, PayPal, or anything that I would like. So you can search for PayPal like that, and if you're in any other country like the US, the UK, you might have WooCommerce payments enabled, and you can accept debit cards and Visa cards and MasterCards on your website. But for now, if you just want to accept PayPal, I will urge you to install this plugin right here. Or if you want to install Stripe, we need to first activate this. Okay, and I show you how to activate Stripe. So PayPal has been installed, but if we go back and search for, let's say, Stripe, you can install Stripe right here and use it as your payment gateway. So I always like to use plugins that are developed by WooCommerce for payments. Yeah, they integrate better with the WooCommerce plugins since they're all developed by WooCommerce. Yeah, so it's a tiny thing to like be cautious of. Okay, so now once that is done, what we need to do now is to come under WooCommerce and come to settings, because now we need to start setting up where our store is located and all that, taxes and shipping. And once we are done, then we can move on to other things. Okay, so now we can add our addresses. Yeah, so you can type in a very legit address of where your store is located, the countries that you're living in, and all that. You just have to make sure that the information that you're providing is accurate, because it's very useful when you're trying to configure the shipping. Okay, so it's gonna ask you which countries are you selling to. For example, let's say we are selling to specific countries. For example, you're selling maybe to China, maybe you're selling to India, and you're selling to the United Kingdom. So you can add as many regions as you'd like, depending on how your business functions. Okay, so shipping location, ship all countries that you sell to, and once you're done configuring these, you can change your display currency for your products. Yeah, so keep it USD, or they can be in pounds. So if I search for pounds right here, it's only the dollar, sorry, maybe I'll search for euros. Yeah, so you can use euros, you can use United States dollars, but I think I'll keep it USD, and I'll click on save changes. Okay, so now under products, you can scroll down and configure these settings right here. So you can enable product reviews, which would be a nice thing. Under before actually we go to this, you have dimensions. So depending on what you sell, if it's very light and it's not so heavy or bulky, you can use kilograms. If it's very if you're selling stuff, for example, you're selling mugs, you're selling drinkware and all that, maybe you can use ounces, then kgs for heavier products, or even pounds. Okay, that will depend on you. So you can enable product reviews or disable them. Yeah, you can show a verified owner badge. Yeah, then this setting right here, for example, reviews can only be left by verified owners. It's important, yeah, that you may need to set this or check this, yeah, to disable any scam reviews. Yeah, someone can leave a bad review on your product, yet they didn't actually buy it. Okay, so you can check this to be reviews can only be left by verified owners. Okay, but I won't check that for now, and click on save. Now, when you go under shipping, it's going to ask you to create a shipping zone. Okay, now a zone is like a country or a state that you'll be shipping to. So you can click on add zone, and for example, let's say I'm shipping in, let's say, Uganda, which is a country, and you can just type in the region, sometimes cities. For example, if you're targeting people in New York, in California, it's actually showing countries right now. Yeah, let me just select Uganda. In under Uganda, you'll be able to see some of the cities or districts, and the same thing for each and every country. Yeah, so in case you go under Asia, you go under China, you'll be able to see these cities that you can ship to, or set different shipping rates. So India, to be the same thing. So you need to take some time to really think about which regions you're going to be shipping to and create zones for them. And the reason why you want to create zones for them is because they are far from you and you'd want to charge different shipping rates. Okay, so for the people living in this location, I want to click on add shipping rate. Maybe it's going to be a flat rate, and what I'm saying is that maybe for this I want to charge maybe $5 for this region. Then I'll click save, and it will be added. Okay, so when you go back to shipping zones, you'll have one looking like this. Okay, so now let's configure maybe for the people living in the United Kingdom. So maybe I'll call this United Kingdom. Okay, then the zone, still I'll use the UK right here, and add a shipping, maybe a flat rate. Then I'll click continue, and maybe I'll charge these $10. Okay, so I can click save, and once I'm done, I can return to shipping zones. Okay, so now we have created two. So you have to create a shipping zone for all locations that you want to ship to or you want to sell to. So there are a couple of shipping settings, yeah, but I really never tamper with these. They're just good the way they are. Then there are shipping classes. For example, what a shipping class is that you might be selling phones. Let's say a phone is $1,000, but then you're also selling a refrigerator at $1,000. So you might want, even though they are the same price, they may not weigh the same. One should cost more to ship. Yeah. So you might want to charge differently for a refrigerator. So you create a specific shipping class for a refrigerator. Okay. So since we don't have any products, it can be sort of difficult to show, but let me show you something. So if we call these, for example, maybe heavy stuff, heavy items, okay, then maybe even the slug can actually be the same. Yeah, maybe you can give it a description of stuff like refrigerator, fridge. I'll call it fridge. Okay, maybe if you're selling items like crates tend to be heavy. Maybe batteries, the bigger batteries. Maybe what else? Metallic stuff, metallic objects. Okay, yeah, so I'll click on create. Okay, so once this is done, so you have a shipping class for heavy. So later when you're creating the product, I'll show you that if you wanna add a specific shipping rate for a product price, different shipping price for different product, maybe you want to charge more. Yeah, since we've created the shipping class already, yeah, later on when you're creating the products, I'm going to show you how to add all different prices for shipping that specific product. Then you understand what a shipping class is. So under payments, you have direct bank deposit check, you have cash on delivery. You can also enable PayPal on your store, and all you need to do is to enable it. And once it's enabled, all you have to do is to click on activate PayPal. Okay, so I'm not gonna do this right now because I'm over making WooCommerce tutorials for you guys. Yeah, so I have a bunch of stores linked to my PayPal account. Yeah, and it's really a one-click kind of thing. So once you click activate PayPal, actually let me just do it. Yeah, it's gonna pull up a pop-up window. Just make sure you're signed in into your PayPal, and once you're done, you can just set your email and your country that you're living and click next. And once it's integrated, it will lead you right back here. Okay, so I'm not gonna do that right now. Yeah, I just have one cash on delivery, but if you have Stripe would show up here. You can enable everything. If you have WooCommerce payments, you can turn them on and accept credit cards on your website. Yeah, it would be that easy. So under accounts and privacy, arrays, disable these, allow customers place orders without an account. I need customers to have accounts because I need a way of reaching out to them, marketing to them, and all that. So all I would do is allow customers to log into an existing account. Yeah, so they can create an account during checkout, and they can also create an account at the My Account page. And what this means, if you go to, for example, this is our website, and we open it up in the new incognito window, then we go to the page right here. So if someone clicks on login and register, so right now they have no place for registering, but if we are to enable this setting, right, if I'm to check this out, I think it should be right here. If I'm to enable this setting of allow customers to create account on My Account page, then hit save changes. So we come back right here and we reload this page. Now you would see that it's possible for a customer to register like this. Okay, yeah, so that's the importance of that setting right here. So now I'm gonna hit save changes, and you have emails right here. So now these are emails that WooCommerce generates once you receive an order. If an order has been cancelled, or it's on hold, or it's still completed or refunded, so you can click on manage these, and by default they have some content that WooCommerce embeds by default, and they may not be the best looking emails, as I would show you at the end of the tutorial. So there are ways to customize these emails, add your logos, add customer information, add some product sales and discounts, add some images into the email so that you can upsell your customers once they have purchased some of your stuff. Okay, so by default they don't look so nice. Yeah, so I've created tutorials to show you how to customize those emails right in some of my previous tutorials. So I think I'll link one of those videos in the description to help you out with that. Yeah, or if you have enough time in this tutorial, then I'll show you guys how to configure these emails so that they look a little bit more professional. Okay, so you may not need to go through all this, the integrations, site visibility, any advanced settings. Yeah, so everything right now is set for WooCommerce. Now the next thing we need to do is to create our first product. So now to create a product, what we have to first do is to come right under products right here, then click on add new. So open that up in a new tab. Maybe we can call this main shirt, main round neck shirt, round neck shirt. Okay, then for the description, I'm just gonna paste in something. Then the product short description, I'll also paste in something very simple like this. Then what we need to do is to come right here on the right hand side, then set a product image. So I'm gonna click on, if you have files to upload, you can select on some of these files. Maybe this is the shirt that I want to use as the product image, or let me select this. Okay, so this is a shirt image that I've uploaded, and I'm gonna click on select product image. Then under product gallery, what I'm gonna do is under the media files right here, maybe I can add these as product gallery images. Then I'll click on add. Okay, so once this is done, you can actually publish the product, and you will see, if I open this up in a new tab, that it sort of looks like this. Okay, so we have no price, so we don't have an ad to cut. So we need to come back right here and make it, maybe if the shirt is $50, click update, and once you update it right here, you'll be able to see the $50 US. Okay, so now the categories are uncategorized, and we need to change that. So to change that, one way I would suggest to do that is to come under products. Okay, under categories, if I open this up in a new tab, I'll first close this. You'll notice that already I have added some categories, but let me show you how to create category. So maybe we can call this main round neck shirt, round neck shirt, round neck shirt. Okay, now what I will do is I'll come right here, then click on add image thumbnail. Yeah, so what the only reason why a thumbnail is like super important, guys, is, let me show you something. Because for every category, I would recommend that you create a category thumbnail. Yeah, because when you take a look at, for example, this featured category section, all these that you see are category thumbnails right here. Okay, So someone can easily, you have to add these so that when you're creating such sections, you don't have to add images, but because they're already set in the image or category setting, it becomes easier. Okay, so let me add a thumbnail. For example, if I go to the media library, I'll just pick maybe a main shot. Probably I can actually use something like this, or what I can do is actually select something like this. Yeah, so maybe I'll use that. Okay, then for the images for navigation, you have images for the header menu. And what this means, if you hover over here, are these icons right here. Okay, these icons that you see right here. Okay, so you can set a custom icon by clicking on upload image and clicking on select files, and you can upload custom icons, for example, for the shirt or anything that you're selling. For example, I can use this icon and upload it, and once it's done, I'm going to click on use this, and I'm going to click on add new category. So once I add that new category, what you will see is that it has been added over here, main round neck shirts. So what I need to do is to refresh this product right here, and I'll be able to see that category right under the product gallery. So it's right here. So I'll remove this right here, and if I save or update that, and I'll close this and I'll close this, and I try to view this product right here, then it's gonna look something like this, and the category would have changed to men's round neck shirts. Okay, so now I'll go back, and what I'm gonna do now, imagine we had to change, or we had different colors. Maybe this shirt does not come in only red, but it comes maybe in black and blue. Okay, so that is something called an attribute. Okay, so to add attributes, you have to come under products and come to attributes. So let's say the shirt comes in different sizes. So it start maybe with something like size, and no, let's start with color. Okay, we can do size first. There's no problem with the order. Then what I'm gonna do is I am gonna click on add attribute. So let's say the sizes come in medium, large, and small. So you can click on configure terms to add the medium. For example, it's a medium. Come on. I'll close this because now they're disturbing me every time the page loads. Okay. So I will select maybe mediums. Let's start with small. Okay. Then I'll click on add new size. It will appear right there. Then we add medium. Okay. Click on add new size, and maybe we can add large. And if you press enter, it will still add the size right here. Okay, so you don't have to scroll down and click on add new size. So now that is it. Okay, so let's go back to attributes once again. Then we need to create one for colors. Maybe call it main shirt color, something like this. Okay, then the swatch style, every time someone hovers over it, it's gonna be like this, underlined. Then if it's not available, it's gonna show an X on the swatch. Now if I'm to scroll down, I'll click add attribute. So jump into the main shirt colors, then add what colors do this shirt come in. Okay, let's say it comes in red. Okay, then for the color swatch, I'll configure it to be red. Then I'll click on a new color. Then for maybe you have a blue one. Okay, and for the blue, maybe I'll use a shade as blue as this. All right, that's good enough. Then maybe let's also add a black one. Okay, yeah, so for black, I'll just select this black color right here. It's black, then add new color. Is it added? All right, it's been added right here. So once we are here, I need to refresh this because we have now created an attribute for size. We have created an attribute for main shirt color. So now what you need to do is to change this from simple to a variable product. And every time you do this, the first thing you need to do is to add the attributes. Then once the attribute is added, you come and select the attribute that you want to add. Maybe you want to select, it comes in black, in blue. You can leave out the red, but maybe I'll just add it. Okay, and click on save attributes. Then maybe it also comes in different sizes. Okay, so for sizes, we're gonna select large, medium, and small. Yeah, and save those changes. So all you have to do is to come to variations, click on generate all variations, then it's gonna show. Okay, so you have to go setting prices for each of these. Otherwise, if you don't set the prices, then the product attributes won't show. Let me show you. So if I click on update and I reload this page, because there are no prices, it will show that the products are currently out of stock. Okay, so now let's configure the prices. So one easy way to do that is to come to variations, and you can configure one by one by adding different prices for each, or you can come to bulk actions and set regular prices. Maybe the shirts are $50 and click OK. All right, so if you update this and also reload this page, now you see that we have sizes being displayed like this, then also this option being displayed like this. But I thought this would turn out to be small, medium, large, but not in a drop down. So let's try and fix that by going to attributes. Then what we're going to do is that we're going to click on edit for sizes. Then what we are going to do is actually, let's first jump out of this and come to configure terms instead. Then we're gonna click on edit for large. Then what's gonna happen is that this is gonna be a text swatch. Okay, so I'll turn that on, click update. Okay, then I'll go back to size. These things just do not go away. So I'll go back to size attributes. Then I'll go to edit for medium. I'll click on edit and I'll turn the text swatch on, click update, then go back to size attributes, then do the same for small. I'll click on edit and turn the text swatch, come on, text swatch on, and click on update. So here's how it's looking. So I'm gonna click on dismiss, okay, because it's really getting to my nerves. Okay, so even this PayPal, I think I'm gonna disable it for now. Yeah, so under WooCommerce, under settings, we'll come to payments. Then actually what I need to do is to just disable the plugin for now. Yep, so I'll click on deactivate. All right, so remember guys what we've just done in the attributes, we've turned on the text swatch effect. So let's see if it has an impact on this. Yep, and this is how it's looking. So you have large, medium, small. So realize every time someone selects an image, or sorry, a swatch, I need the color to change right here. Okay, so to do that guys, you still have to come back to variations, and now you have to set a variation for an image for each variation. Yeah, so for black, maybe I'll use this black shirt. Okay, so I can just add these for all images. And for the blue shirt, maybe I'll upload, I'll use this. You guys can find better images to use right here. So I will do this and add all blue. Then for the red, I will add some red images. For example, I can use this actually. Yep. And for this red, then for the red small, I can use that and click on save changes and refresh. So if I select blue medium, then it changes. If I select red medium or red large, it changes, or to black large, then it changes like this. Okay, so I think this product page is looking fine. But if we take a look at, for example, guys, one of the product pages that I showed you earlier on in the beginning of the tutorial. For example, if you check out this product page right here, you guys will notice that it has a bunch of images right here. Additional information is on point. The shipping and delivery tabs have some custom information that has been added to them. Okay, so and yet this is how our product is looking. Okay, so this is how our product is looking, guys. It's not looking similar to this, but I think we can achieve this. Okay, so to add a custom description to your product, what we need to do is first I'll close this, then probably I'll close this. Then I think what I need to do is to come under Elementor. Yep, I'm gonna open settings in a new tab. Then for post types, I think I'm gonna select all these. Yep. So what I'm saying is that all these post types can be editable in Elementor. Okay, so if I save those changes and I come back to this product and click on edit product, you see now that the product description actually can be edited with Elementor. Okay, so if I click on edit with Elementor, then Elementor is going to open up. So Elementor is a page builder, and I think I made a tutorial for you guys in the past. I think I'm going to also link the video description. I'm going to link it in the video description, how to use Elementor. But right now, you have to know that it's basically a drag and drop page builder that you can use to, drag and add images to your website. And what I'm going to do now is actually I can just right click on this and delete it. I think I'll give you guys a more in-depth sort of tour of how to use Elementor, or in fact I'm gonna link a link in the description of the Elementor tutorial that I've done for you guys, so you guys can watch that and get a better understanding of how Elementor works. So now once we are done here selecting the description, what I need to do is actually, let me click on this icon right here. I'll close that first. I'm gonna click on this icon right here. Then what I'm gonna do is that I wanna add something like this, yeah, with all these kind of images. So I'm gonna look through these templates. I won't be developing the section from scratch. So what I'm gonna be doing is, let me look for a template. Let me scroll down, maybe under showcase. If I look and I find a template that maybe I like, I can just use that and just replace the text and all that, any content that I would wish. For example, if I select this, insert, okay, it's gonna insert the template, and we have the template right here. So let me zoom out just a little bit for me to see it clearly. So I can change this image probably to, let's see, one of the images that I'm using. For example, it can be this or this. Maybe I can select this, yeah, and I can edit this information by just mere clicking on it. and probably change this to, let me zoom in so that you guys can see very well. Maybe I can change it to the best cotton tees. Okay, then at the description, maybe I can talk something about maybe the size. What else can I talk about? The fitting, maybe the care. Okay, and in case I wanna remove anything, for example, I don't want this button, then maybe I can just click on delete and remove that. And as you can see, guys, this is highly customizable. Okay, so I'm gonna undo that. Yeah, so this view more, maybe it's linking just back to the shop or a particular category, or to a men's t-shirt. Yeah, maybe category. Then this one is just linking back to the shop, so I can just type in shop right here. Okay, so once a shop pops up, I can add that, embed it as a link. So you can actually do this for every product that you have in your store. Make it look unique, make it look different. Okay, so once that's uploaded, or I can exit out of this. Yeah, then I'll click apply and I'll say leave. Hopefully I've updated the changes. So if I take a look at the product image, the way it's looking, this is how it's looking. Okay, so the description section looks like this. We've added a layout template that looks just fine. The additional information, anyone can leave reviews on this product. Then you have the shipping and delivery tab that we also need to work on. So let's work on this. So to get started with working on the shipping and delivery, what we are gonna do is that maybe we need to come to HTML blocks and click on add new. Okay, then probably you can call this shipping tab. Here, and we're gonna develop it in Elementor. Okay, so right now I can click on edit with Elementor, and once Elementor opens up, what I'm gonna do, I'm still gonna use a template to have something that looks similar to this. Okay, yeah, because I haven't showed you guys how to create everything from scratch in Elementor. I haven't given you an in-depth Elementor tour, but I'm gonna do that. So click on this icon right here, then we can search for a template, maybe if it's about shipping. Yeah, so we have some shipping template right here from XTMOS theme. So as I told you guys earlier on, that these are highly customizable, so I can click and remove these. So let's see how this looks. Probably we can also remove this title, and so I'll remove this title right here. If I click on it, I can just backspace and it's gone. Then I can also remove this text right here. So I'm only left with shipping options. So you can always customize the style and everything, how everything is looking. For example, this title, I can change the font from whatever font it is. For example, come on, I'll click this, then I'll click on family, and I'll change this to something like Poppins. Okay, then it's gonna look like this, and plus all this information. So this video is editable. Yeah, you can add any YouTube video or any video, or in fact it can be an image. Yeah, but I'll keep it a video, then you can adjust all this information right here. Okay, so I'll click on update, then try and view these products that we just created. So we have the best cotton tees product section that's there right now. The shipping and delivery is not yet added. So to add this section right here, it's not actually hard, but what we need to do is, now that we have created this in Elementor, we have to exit out of this, then come to theme settings, then come to single product. Okay, and once you're here, you're gonna come to tabs, and under additional tabs, because now you have you can create as many tabs as you want. Yeah, but under shipping and delivery, I'm gonna select HTML block, and I'm gonna click select right here in the shipping tab that we created from the HTML. Where was it? HTML blocks. We can click on save option. Okay, and once it's saved, all we have to do is to refresh this, and now as you will see under the shipping options, you'll get this kind of layout that we just created. So now if you take a look at the product section, product page, you will notice that we have this review section. Okay, so now guys, you need to follow along right now, because when you go back to the theme settings, okay, you're gonna go under the reviews section, and now guys, I think I'm gonna zoom in a little bit so that everyone can see very well. This is too much. I think we can work with this. Yeah, so now the reviews we have right here next to in the product tabs, whereas right here we don't have them here, but they're just under. Okay, so now when you come back to the theme settings and you hover over these icons, you will see now where the reviews, if they're placed in the tabs, then you see that they're in the tabs inside. If they are placed on a separate section, you will see that now they're placed on a separate section. So I'm going to click on separate section. So the review columns, yeah, I think they can be, if you hover over this, they can be 2 or 1. Yeah, so if it's 2, then it's gonna be like this. If it's 1, then one of the whatevers is gonna be on top. So let's first keep it 2 for now. Yeah, and we are gonna scroll down. Then you can place it either before or after reviews. Okay. So I think you can place it before, yeah, or someone has to read through, then place it after, whatever you prefer, guys. So now you have styles for these reviews, and so you have different styles of reviews. So for example, you have this right here. Okay, then you have a style 2 that you can also demonstrate with, but let's first keep it style 1. Then we're gonna turn off the likes, yeah, just so people can dislike and like comments or reviews that are left. Then the sorting can be always turned on. Okay, so you can also turn on images. So for example, customers can have an option where they can click and add images for onto their reviews that they would have left. Okay, so now I'll go back to the settings. Then the file size, you can always increase it. Sorry, the number of images to about 3 or 5. Yeah, then the maximum upload file size, it can be 2, 3 or 4 or 5, 10 MBs. Yeah, so are they required? You may leave it yes or no. Yeah, if you wanna have every review with an image, you can turn that on or not. Then filter reviews by images, I wouldn't turn that on. Yeah, but if you find it useful, then you can have it turned it on. Okay, yeah, so the rating summary can be on. Yeah, so what the rating summary does is it's this section right here where it shows that we have 2 reviews. There are 3.5, some 4 stars. How many 3 stars are there? Yeah, so I think it is good to have that turned on. Then what we're gonna do is you can also turn on the rating criteria. So I'll just keep that like that. Then I'll click on save options. So we need to test this, guys, to see if it's working the way we want it to. Okay, so now once you see we have no reviews. Okay, So let's first give it maybe a 5-star rating. Then we can say great product. Okay, then you can click to add images. So maybe the images that you want to add of the product that you have bought is this. All right, these are just dummy images. And once everything is done, maybe I can make this beefier with product. I love it. All right, so I click submit, and once that is done and we scroll down, you will see that we have the review, add a review right here section. Yeah, after this after this summary and product image, and we have review. So you can check on images with review. I think we can disable this, okay, by going under theme settings, under reviews. And what we can do is under images, maybe you can turn on filter reviews by images. Click save, and just sort of when you scroll down, now you will see that it's actually looking much more cleaner. Okay, so now this is how it's looking right now. I've given it a 5-star review. I've left it a product. These products, it can be liked or disliked, and the additional information, the production description is looking fine. The shipping information is also looking fine. So now I think, guys, we can proceed to the next thing, which is creating the homepage layout. Okay, so going over the things that we have covered so far, if you go to this homepage of the already completed website, I've showed you how to create categories, yeah, with these icons right here. I've showed you how to create product categories with these thumbnails right here. Then I've also showed you how to create an image that's a simple product. Then I've also showed you how to create an image with, a product as a simple product. Then also I've showed you how to create a product as a variable product. And before you create the homepage, if we go to one of these products that we are selling right here, you guys will notice that we have a brand here, right here. So for example, these shirts, for example, is made from Adidas. Then you will see that we have a size guide right here. Okay, so let me show you how to create these, guys. Yeah, it's not really hard. Okay, so now what can we start with? Can we start with the size guide? Okay, because now we don't have it here. Okay, so to add a size guide, what you have to do is under products, okay, come to size guides. Under products, come to size guides. Then what you're going to do is click on a new post. Then you're going to call this shirt size guide. All right, and let's first publish it for now. Then what you're going to do is when you scroll down to the bottom, you will see that we already have a template for this. Yeah, so we have sizes from the UK, US, EU. So in case you don't like the Japan, maybe you want to replace it, maybe you want to press it with Indian sizes, you can easily do that. Yeah, and maybe you can make these 6 or something, whatever you like. If you don't like it there, you can easily click delete, and you can make these, for example, it doesn't have to be small or extra small, or this to be L. So you can just type in something like large, yeah, something like that. Then these you can modify them. In this you can maybe say this is 8, yeah, anything that you'd like. Yeah, but one of the most important things is to add it under a specific category. Yeah, so men round neck shirts, I've added it there. So if I refresh this or reload it, yeah, you see now that we have a size guide right here. So every time someone clicks on it, then it's gonna open up. Yeah, but what you will notice, one other thing, that if we go to, for example, the shop page, because we have some other products. So if I visit the store and, for example, open up, no. Yeah, open up this product. Okay, so it's under a different category. Yeah, but it doesn't have a size guide. Okay, it doesn't have a size guide. So the reason why it doesn't have a size guide is because for this size guide that we've created, the shirt size guide, it's only affecting the products that are under main category. Okay, so in case you wanted to affect everything that's in the store, yeah, you can just select all these categories, then click publish. Yeah, so when you do this, you realize that now size guide has appeared, even though this is in a different category compared to this. Okay, so I'll close that for now. Now let's talk about the brand. Okay, how can we add a brand? For example, remember guys that every time someone clicks on this brand right here, it's like a collection of Adidas products. Okay, so let me show you how to do that. So I'm gonna go back to my dashboard, then under product attributes, okay, I'm gonna create an attribute called brand. Okay, then all brands. Okay, then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna zoom out a little bit. I think it was too much zoomed in. Then I'm gonna click add attribute. So under brands, I'm gonna click on configure terms. Maybe I have Adidas, okay, and I'm gonna upload an image swatch of Adidas. So let me upload this, and so we have, let's say, Adidas, Puma. What else? I had a Chanel logo, but I think I deleted it by mistake. But let's work with these two. They should do the job just fine. So I'm gonna select Adidas and add it, then click add brands. Okay, then I'm gonna select one for Puma. Okay, then what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna change this to the Puma logo. All right, so now let's click add to brands. So now you have Puma and Adidas right here. So now one thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna edit this product right here. So we've added these two brands, don't forget that guys. And I'm also gonna close this up. So what I need to do now is to come to attributes, then we have size, color, but then I need to add a brand as an attribute. Okay, so this brand, let's say it falls under Adidas. Okay, so I'm gonna click on save attributes. So the brand that we have selected right now is Adidas. Okay, so when you preview this page right here, you will notice that nothing is happening right here. Okay, because we need to configure one more step. So what you need to now to do is to come under theme settings, under single product. Yeah, then once you're in single product, what you need to do now, actually it's not under single product. The setting I'm looking for is under shop. Okay, so under shop, so let's go to shop. I want to go to brands, so select brand attribute and select brands. Yeah, so show in single product page, I think that's okay. Let's try to save this information. All right, and maybe use product brand name for title. Maybe let's save also this and we try to see how that looks. So now guys, you see that Adidas has been added right here, and once I click on Adidas, it's gonna lead me to a collection that has all Adidas products. So to add more products to Adidas. Yeah. What you need to do is, for example, if these are your products, if you come back here to your product section, scroll down to products and come to all products. Maybe you need to add more stuff to the Adidas or Puma brand. All you need to do is, for example, I can click on edit, maybe these two. Let me just edit 3 or 4 products so that I show you guys how everything works. So now this is one of these products. Maybe under attributes, we can set this to be of a brand. Let's make this Puma. Okay. So click save. Maybe we can make this. Make this Puma too. Attributes. So under attributes, maybe we can make this. Let's make this Puma too. All right. Save changes and update. Then under here, we can go to attributes and we can change this from, let's add a brand attribute and we can make this Adidas. All right. Then we can click save changes and update. So now if we preview this, okay, you see now this is Adidas. And once we click on it, it's going to open up a collection with all Adidas products. Then if you open up these products right here, then it's gonna have a Puma logo right here, so we can actually open up products that are sold by Puma. So now everything is looking fine. Okay, so if we open up let's see one of these products here, it's how it's looking. But remember, the description we edited in Elementor only affects every single product, only the product page that you've edited, but the shipping is enabled on all, you know, products. All right. So if we had to check out for example this shirt right here, the product page looks fine. We'll be adding more stuff to this page as we go on. Yeah, but now the first thing that I need to create after doing this is I need to start creating some headers and menus. Okay, so let me close everything here. And what I'm gonna do is, if I show you guys how the finished header looks like, this is how it's looking like, guys. So we have contact us, FAQ, we have the home, track order, my account. Then we have, let me go to the home page instead. We have all these categories that are down facing like this. So let's create something like that, and we'll work on the footer. Once we're done with the footer, we work on the home page and a few other customizations, then we'll be almost done. Okay, so I need to create a menu for the contact us and the FAQs, but before I create the menus, let me just actually create the pages. Yeah, so contact us, FAQ. So to do that, I'm gonna click on add new page. Okay, then I'm gonna type in contact us. I'll make sure the page title is disabled and it has no sidebar. Okay, then I'll publish that and publish it once again. And once it has published once again, I'm gonna click on a new page. Then I'm gonna make it FAQs. So I'm gonna close this FAQ here. So I publish that. Then I need to create a page for the about contact. Of create the contact, let's create about, then track orders. So let's add a new page for about. Yeah, so about, and I'll publish that. Then I'll need to create one from track order. So I'll click on a new page. Then I'm gonna say track order. So track order. All right, that's looking fine. So let me publish that. And once that is done, I think we have all the pages that we might need for now. So let's start working on the header. So to work on the header, click on this icon on your top left and go back to the dashboard. Then under Woodmart, click on header builder. And the first thing you're gonna do right now is to click on a new header. So right now you don't need to create these things from scratch because these templates have all been created for you. So just need to find a header template that you might need. And I think the header template that I might like is let me see. I think this would do. Okay. So I like that. So if I click on set as default header, I click on OK, click on save header. We'll go to visit site, and you guys, as you will notice, is that now these pages have been added, but now we have no navigation menu, we don't have any menus, so we need to create one. Okay, let's first create this menu right here. So to do that, okay, let's go to the dashboard, and under appearance, come to menus, and let's call this support, the support menu. Then click on create menu, and let's add under pages, we can add the FAQ page. And did we create a contact us page? Sure, we did. It's right here. So click on add menu, then click on save menu. Okay, so you've added the support menu. So when you come here to the header, yeah, I hope I'm not confusing you guys. On this top bar we have this menu option, so you can click on this pencil icon and select a menu. Yeah, but we need to refresh it, I think. So click on the pencil icon, select the menu once again, you have the support, click save. And if we are to reload or to view our website, actually it's not displaying a thing because we haven't saved the changes. So let's save the changes and try to refresh. And now you see we have the contact us and the FAQ. So now you have some text here. If you take a look, maybe we have free shipping. Let's say free shipping for orders above 150. So if I'm to copy this text and come back to the menu header builder, you will notice that I actually want to drag this inside here. Then I'll click on this pencil icon to edit the text HTML content. So if I'm to just sort of paste it in here, I don't know why. All right, maybe let's just type in free shipping for orders above let's say 150. Yeah, all right, above. So maybe I'll click save and save the header once again. And if you try to refresh this, you see now the text has changed. So actually, once you go back to the menu header builder, I might decide to remove all these. Yeah, and remove this and remove this. I feel like I don't need it. So I can click on settings right here, come on the style. Have you seen, guys, what I've done? Under the top bar, click on settings, because now I need to make it red. Yeah, so I'll get my color picker extension and I just pick no. I'll pick this color right here and come back to the header builder. Under style, click on background color, and I'm looking for a place where I can paste my color code, and it's right here. I'll click save, and once I save the header and refresh it, and that's how it's looking. Super fine. Yeah, so now that is done. Okay, so right now we don't have a header here, header menu, a navigation menu. So let's go back to the menus right here, then click on create new menu. All right, and maybe we can call this main menu and make sure it's set as main menu, and click on create menu. And once that is created, then we can start adding these pages. So home, about, contact us, track order. So now let's click on view pages. So I have home, about, contact us, track order, and the shop. What else am I missing? In my account. Okay, so I can't see the my account. Oh, it's right here. So I can click on add to menu. So we have the home. So to order them, I can order them like that. Yeah, home, shop, about, contact us, track order, my account. Yeah, so I can order them like that. Then I click on save menu, and once I come to the header builder and I come to the header location, so once I click on menu right here, I can select, I actually have to refresh this. Yeah, so I can click on main menu right here, then I can select the main menu and click on save. Okay, then I'll click save header one more time. So if I'm to refresh this, you'll notice that now I have the stuff right here. So now what I don't want is this wrong menu here, because I don't have it here. So to do that, I think I'm just gonna delete this and remove that, then I'll save that. So now when you take a look, we have these categories right here. So we have a categories menu with all these stuff. Yeah, so now I'm gonna go back to the menus, then I'm gonna hit on create menu. Okay, then maybe I can call this category menu. Okay, category menu. All right, that should be good. Then I'm gonna hit on create menu. So I need to add some product categories. So I'm gonna click on screen options and select product categories, and they will be visible right here. Then I'll click on select all. Actually, click on view all and click on select all. Then I'll click on add to menu. So now I'll click on save menu. Okay, and I'm gonna go to the header builder and refresh it. And what I'm gonna do is I am gonna click on categories, pencil icon right here, then click on category menu and click on limit categories, maybe off or on. For now, but let me just click save and save the header. I come back to my home page and try to refresh that. So as you guys can see, this is how it is looking. So one problem I'm having is that I haven't added icons to some of these categories right here. Okay, so we have a bunch of them. So what I need to do now is to add some icons to make it look more unique, at least. Okay, so to do that, find your product section. Where is it? Yeah, under product, you can come to categories right here. Then what you can do is you can open them up. For example, I can open them up in a new tab. Then under image for header, I'm gonna click on upload. Okay, then select files, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come to icons and I'll just upload all these. Then I start populating them over all my categories. Okay, so now I'm going for the bugs. I'm gonna select that, and I click update. Okay, so I'm gonna come back here, then I'm gonna do the same thing for all these. So let me do that. And before I forget, guys, you also need like a product thumbnail, yeah, for the categories. So I'm gonna also upload those, and I'll go back here, and for the product thumbnails and everything, let me just select all these images, yeah, for my categories. And once I uploaded, I'm gonna select one for the back, and I'll use it as the thumbnail image, and I'll click update. So let me do the same thing for every category. So I've added the images and the icons, and they have been added right here. Okay, so now guys, in case you need to get icons, one website that I use is called Flat Icons, and once you search for it and open it up in Google or in your browser, I'll close this for now. You can search for maybe something like shirt. Okay, and once you search for shirt, all you have to do is to look through this and click on download. SVG is for the premium version, but you can download it as a PNG or SVG if you have a premium plan. Okay, so once you open it, you can actually edit the icon in case you don't need them in black or you actually need them in red. Yeah, you can make them red and click on download as a PNG, and once you're done, you can upload them to your website as images and use them right here as I've just showed you. Okay, so now let me open this site that we are already done with, and I'll paste it right here. It's gonna guide us on how to move. So we need to make changes to these colors so that everything is red. Okay, so let me color pick this shade right here. So I'll copy this. Then actually what I want to do is I want to jump out of this shader builder. Then I go to the theme settings, yeah, right here. And what I need to do now is actually play around with the styles, yeah, and the colors, yeah. So I want my primary color to be this red. So I'm gonna paste in my color code right here that I've copied. Yeah, I remove the first hash to make it that red. Okay, so the secondary color can let it first remain like that. So we've made it red. So this has changed. When you hover, everything has changed, as you guys can see the icons, and I think we are good to go. So now we are now left to do to sort of add these mega menus to these categories, as you can see. So to do this, it's not that hard. It's really easy, yeah, because this is how our website is looking right now. But to do this, before we do that, let me, okay, we'll configure the typography later. Okay, yeah, let's handle the mega menus. Yeah, so let's create one for about first, then we create one for the shop, then we create one for the home page. Okay, so to create a mega menu, all you have to do is to come to HTML blocks and click on add new. Okay, so maybe you're creating one for the about. Yeah, so let's call it about mega menu. All right, click on publish, and once it's published, click on edit with Elementor. So once you're done and Elementor has opened up just like this, one quick thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to use a template. Okay, then the templates that I would like to use, if I check, for example, on about us and try to look around for it, a certain template, and if I don't find anything, maybe I'll try the contact us, sorry, not footers, but contact us. Then maybe I can find, I don't know, I can find a similar template. So I think what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna select from one of these templates right here. So probably let me select something like, can this work? Yeah, let's try to insert this. So it's been inserted. Maybe we can change this text to something like get to know us. Maybe get to know about us, something like that. And once it's done, you can make it actually under the title. You can make it capitalized. Yep. So under transform, you can make it capitalized. Then maybe this button right here, this button, if I click on it, instead of it being view more, it can be about us. Okay, and we can actually link it to the about us page. Okay, if you just type about us, yeah, this is the page. Then for the shop now, it can link us to the shop. Yeah, so it can be contact or shop or anything, yeah, that you'd prefer. So I'm gonna click on update. Yeah, then I'm gonna click to exit. Yeah, so I've jumped out of this mega menu. Then let's create another okay, actually let's add it to the menu. Okay, so now we go under appearance, under menus, then, and when we select the main menu, we click select. Okay, what we're gonna do is under the about, we can select something like design. I can make it full width. Then under HTML block, I'm going to select the about mega menu and click on save menu. Okay, so when I reload this page and hover over the about, then you're gonna see that we have a mega menu right here. So let's create one for the shop. So it's the same process. Go to HTML blocks, click or click leave, click on add new. Okay, then we can say this is the shop mega menu. All right, save it and click on edit with Elementor. Okay, so Elementor is going to open up and I want to create something like this. Okay, so to create something like this, let me go back to where Elementor is open. And it doesn't have to be a template. You can use, for example, 4 columns like this. Then you can say, for example, if I search for category, let me try to search for category. No, I search for list. I think I'll use extra menu list and drag it, drop it over there, just like that. Then I can change the title. For example, if this is a section for skincare, yeah, something like this. Okay, I think skincare is one word. Then I can insert subcategories. Yeah, for example, if you have serums, yeah, then I put a product link. For example, if we go to this category for, did I have serums? Yeah, I should have had a category of serums, I think, because if we go to the product and categories, should have had something for serums, but maybe I didn't. Okay, it's right here. So I can copy this link address and just paste it right here. Okay, so you can delete menus like this, yeah, or if you want to revert the changes, then you can just revert to by clicking on this history tab to a point where you want to go back to. Yeah, so we've added skincare, we have added serums. Maybe on the second one, maybe we have lotions, and maybe on this third one we have, what can we have? Creams. Maybe we have categories of like shirts. Maybe here we have dresses. Okay, and maybe here we have mugs, stuff like that. Okay, so you can always copy this, for example, and just duplicate it. Sorry, copy, and you just, you know, paste it here. And it doesn't have to be a category menu. It can be something like, let's say, add a gallery. Yeah, so you can add an image gallery, something like this. Then click on this plus icon, we go to the media library, and we can throw in actually some product images. Yeah, if you throw in something like this, maybe about, let's say, 6 images. Hopefully there are 6. Yes, there are 6, and it's gonna look something like that, pretty clean.
Then you can always edit these. For example, this can be home. Let's make it home and living. Yeah. So maybe this is section and this is for furniture. Okay. So in case you want to change, for example, dresses right here into let's say hot sale over new, we can say hot sale or new. So hot sale, something like this. Yeah. So you can actually have this duplicated. Yeah. And once it's duplicated, you can place it anywhere that you'd like. Yeah. And you can change these to maybe tumblers. Okay. Something like this. So you can duplicate this, make it longer, and maybe this can be jackets. So the point is that you can have them linked to specific or different, categories. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. So maybe if you're selling category for watches, you can just directly copy the link to the category and just place it over here. So let me just save that for now and quickly jump out of this. So you've seen how to add these mega menus. Okay. So if you want to create another one for the home section, let me show you. It's the same thing. So under HTML blocks, click on add new. And then what you're going to do, for example, let's call this the home mega menu. So naming is important actually when you're using these blocks. Yeah, it's very, very important. It can save you the confusion. Yeah. So if I click on edit with Elementor is going to open up. And what I can do is that I can click on this template right here to open up these templates. Then probably I can look for maybe products. Yeah, for something like this. Then I can add such a template. And once it's added, yeah, I can actually just save this. So you can edit this, change the background. View more offers can be editable by clicking on it and coming to content, changing the special offer to maybe summer sale. Okay. Yeah, pretty easy. And once you're done, just click on update, then just exit out of this. So still to add this, yeah, to the menus, you have to go to under appearance, you have to go under menus. Then once you're here, you come to the shop. Okay, click on the drop down arrow, then scroll down to design, make it full width. You can set a particular size in case you don't want it to cover the entire space. Then maybe we say this is a shop instead of home. You can say shop mega menu. All right. Then under the home, we can also give it a mega menu because you created one for it. For mega menu, click save changes. And once you visit the site like this, you will notice that the shop has this. The home is not displaying right. Yeah. So we go back under home. All right. Come on under home. Make sure the design drop down setting is for width. Click save changes and refresh. And that's how it's looking. Okay. So now we have some other mega menus, for example, for this sidebar product. Okay. So what I've found is that you can also create them the same way. Yeah. So let's create one or two for maybe the creams. Okay. Actually, what we can do, yeah, I've already shown you guys how to create these menus using HTML blocks. But because of time, I won't be creating a new mega menu. But let me show you in case you've created one and you want to add it to your sidebar like this. Sorry, to these product categories like this. Okay. So still the same process. All you have to do is select the categories menu and click select. Yeah. So once it's selected, it's going to display, for example, bags. Okay. So let's assume that you've created a bags mega menu. Yeah.
and this is what you've attached right here. Then if you make it full width, for example, if I click save and I hover over this, it would look fine. Yeah. Okay. Then, but let's apply, for example, a different HTML block and probably add the one of shop and reload it. So once you hover over bugs, I think it still displays fine. Yeah. When you set it to full width, yeah, it still displays just fine. Yeah. So in case you find any challenges when you create custom mega menus, yeah, what you need to do is to come to set sizes. Sometimes they may be too big. So the recommended size I would recommend is 835 by 10 pixels. Okay. And click on save menu. So when you reload this home page, you will notice that you won't be having any of these challenges. Okay. So I've showed you guys that in case you want to add any mega menu, just create an HTML block, come to this section and just add the block. Okay. And hit save. So you can do this for all the items. Yeah. But it will take you some time to, create that, to create those menus in Elementor while linking to particular specific categories. Yeah. So yeah, do what you can, and you can always make these changes in any way that finds it easy for you. So one thing to take away is that whenever you're setting these, yeah, you can set them to full width or a custom size, as I've showed you. Yeah, it's important. So once I scroll down under creams, instead of it being default, I'll still leave it full width. Then scroll down to jacket, instead of being it default, I'll make it full width. Then scroll down for lotions. If I have whatever here, a block, I'll make sure it's full width also. So some of these may have or may not have mega menus depending on how you want your website to look like. Okay. But basically that's how everything is looking. Okay. Yeah. So now that that is done, I think we can have a footer created. Then once the footer is created, we can work on the home page and everything is going to just fall in place. Okay. So this is how our footer is looking like. Okay. So to create a footer, what I actually need to do is to go under, I'm going to go under HTML blocks. Okay. Then I'm going to click on add new item. I'm going to leave and I'll set this up as footer. Then I'll click on publish. Okay. So now I'm going to click on edit with Elementor. And once I'm here, I'm going to click on this template icon because I don't have the time to create all the footers. I'm extremely lazy. But I'm going to select the footers template and I'm going to look through these until I find something that I like. And this is the footer that I used. So you guys can select anything that you'd like that works for you. Yeah, that's the use of templates, and that's one of the best things about WordPress. So all these are falling into place. Yeah. So the icons have been added. I'll remove this newsletter section, and yeah, the footer just looks nice. Okay. So this is how it looks on desktop and on tablet. That's how it's looking. Pretty nice. Then on mobile, it's also looking like this. So probably you may want to center this content here, just like this, but that's up to you. Yeah, you can leave it not centered or centered. That would be up to you guys. Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna click update, and I'm gonna jump out of this. And once it's done updating, I'll just jump out of this. Click exit. And once I'm out of this, I'm gonna go to theme settings, then scroll down to footer. Okay, then I'm gonna select HTML block and select footer. And I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna click on save options. I think under the copyright, because if you refresh this page right now, you'd see that we have a footer, even though this is overshadowing. If I'm to show you under the shop, all right, I think this will better serve my purpose. Yeah. So one mistake I did was to center these. Yeah, shouldn't have. Yeah. So based on the Woodmart theme, blah 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 blah. So if you need to disable this, so under copyright, I think you can just remove all this stuff, and you just say copyright by, for example, your name or something. Okay, then just click on save options. So when you refresh it, you'll see that the copyrights have changed now. So one thing that I'm going to do, instead of my account here, I want the username to appear. Every time someone clicks on the wish list, I want them to be redirected to the wish list, not the home page. And we need to also create a compare button. Then if I'm to open this up in a new incognito window, just like this, and so I need, every time someone clicks on login or register, I want it to draw a pop-up, yeah, from the left, sorry, a slider from the right, yeah, to display. So let me close this. Yeah. So then we go to the under the dashboard, and to under pages, I want to click on add new page. Then I add a wish list page. Okay. So you can say wish list. Then for the page title, I don't want it to have a page title, so I'm gonna disable it. Then the sidebar, I'm gonna set it without. So I'm gonna click on this plus icon right here. Then I'm gonna add what's called a shortcode. Let me search for shortcode, and I click on shortcode. Then I'm gonna paste in a shortcode. So it's called Woodmart wishlist. So if I'm to zoom in here for you, square brackets Woodmart #wishlist, and you can click publish and publish once again. So once it's published like that, you can open up the page and try to view it. Okay, so right now it's saying the wish list is empty, but if you go to our shop, okay, then add these products. Sorry, if I'm to open and add this product to the wish list and add this product to the wish list. Yeah, so if I go back here and let's say I view the page once again for the wish list, you see now that we have 2 products that have been added to the wish list. Okay, so now let's first close this. The wish list has been added and it's working. So we need one for the compare. So we're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna click on add new page, and what we are gonna do is we're gonna add a title right here, and I'm gonna call it compare products. Okay, then it's not gonna have a header, so I'm gonna disable it, no sidebar, so I'm gonna say without, and I'm gonna click on this plus icon and search for a shortcode. Then I'll throw it in there, then I'll paste in the short Woodmart dash or underscore compare, then I'll click publish. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back to the dashboard right here. Then we have one for the track order. Let's work on the track order real quick. And the track order is also going to use a shortcode. Okay, so for the shortcode that we're going to use for the track order, I can click this plus icon right here and search for shortcode. Okay, so when the shortcode pops up like this, what I'm going to do I am gonna go to Google and search for WooCommerce shortcodes. Okay, once I open up this website right here, okay, and what I'm gonna do, if I press Ctrl F, I'm gonna search for order tracking. So let me see if I'll find the shortcode. So shortcode is right here, so I'm gonna copy it here, then I'm gonna come right here and I'll paste it in. So I'll make sure the page title is, let's disable it. The sidebar, I'm also gonna say without. Then I click update, and once it's updated, I can view the page right here. So order tracking is right here. So in case someone enters their order ID and their billing email and click track, they'll be able to track some information about their orders. So now we need to add some information to this. Sorry, we need to link this wish list and compare icons to their respective pages. So I'll close this, I'll close this, I will close this, I'll close this, and I close this, and go back to my dashboard. Sorry, I want to go back to the dashboard. So what I'm gonna do now, is I'm gonna come to theme settings and I'm gonna click on shop. Hopefully my settings are here. So under wishlist, select wishlist page to be, we created a wishlist right here. Okay, then click on save options. So the wish list is looking fine. It has some extra settings here that you can look through. Yeah. Then under compare, you're also going to select a page for compare products, and it's going to be this one right here. So when we view our website now, so when someone clicks on the wish list, it's going to redirect them to the wish list page with all their products that they have added to the wish list. And when they hit compare, it's going to take them to the compare list page. Okay, so in case someone, for example, they're in the shop section and they want to compare two products, for example, click on this shirt, they add it to the compare, and they want to compare it to this, then they can hit this compare icon right here, and they can compare the pricing, if it's in stock. If it had extra features, then it would compare the two products. Okay, so that is done. But now I need to adjust to add someone's name right here. So to do that, go back to your settings, come to Woodmart, under header builder. I'm gonna click on this header right here that's active. Then click on account and click on this menu icon. So instead of showing the my account, you can click on show username. And login form, it can be a drop down or it can be a sidebar, whatever you prefer, but I'm gonna keep it sidebar because when you hover over it, it becomes a sidebar. Then this is a drop down. Okay, so I'm gonna, let me see if I missed a setting. So I'll click on this right here, click on, sorry, I clicked on the cart, but I need to configure the account, show login form. So when the user is not logged in, okay, so I think I prefer it to be a sidebar and to be turned on. So you can display it as an icon or text, but I think text will do. So now let me view this site one more time. Did we save the header? Let's save the header changes because I want this text to change right here. So it's saying hello Enoch. That is nice. So if I copy this and let's see if I try the incognito tab and try to run it from there. So every time someone clicks on this login, as you can see, they're gonna be prompted to enter their details just like this. Okay, so I hope this is working fine for you guys. And I didn't show you how to add your logo right here. Sorry about that. But what we can do is that where you see logo right here, you can click on this pencil icon and upload your logo. Okay, it will automatically replace this logo right here. All right, so now I think the store looks fine. So now we've worked on, if I'm to give you a brief review, we've worked on this section where it displays everything like this, yeah, plus your name, the wish list, the compare. We've added the login form that slides from the left and right. We've created a footer and all this. So now it's time to create our home page. But the first thing we need to do, as you can see, so if I'm to paste in, for example, the website that I've already worked on, you guys will see that right now it has these sliders right here. So to create this slider, what you need to do is to come to your dashboard. So I'll close everything to the right, then scroll down to sliders or slides, yeah, then hit on create new, yeah. So what you're gonna do now is add a first slide. For example, I can call this slider one, yeah. And if I publish this, okay, I can hit edit with Elementor. Elementor opens up, and what I can do actually before it opens up is that I'm gonna go back because I've forgotten one important setting, which is to add a featured image. So I'm gonna click select files, and the featured image that I want to use is an image like, why is it that I can't find it? Yeah, the image is right here. So I'm gonna click on select, and it's gonna upload into my media files, and I'm gonna hit set featured image. Then I wanna click on update. Okay, so now there you have it. So right now I can click with edit with Elementor, and once Elementor is open, you realize that it has used the featured image as the background. Okay, so now guys, if I'm to show you how to create this, yeah, just a simple example, let me show you how to do this. So I'm gonna go to a website called FreePick. Okay, then I'm also gonna go to a website called Canva. All right, so with FreePick, what I can do is I can search for example, white man jacket, something like this. So I'm looking for a model. Meanwhile, as it's searching, let me open up Canva and I'll click login. Yeah, so I'll continue with Google, and Canva has signed in right now. I've created an account. So let's say you've gotten, for example, this model right here. Okay, so what we can do, some of them usually have watermarks, some of them don't, but I'm gonna save it, download and save it as an image. Then I'm gonna place it in one of my folders right here. Okay, so in case you have premium ones, yeah, that you can download, yeah, I have this extension called WebP image converter. It's the one I right clicked, for example, that has this option, convert and save image as a JPEG. But in case you don't want to go through that process and you found a model that you want to use, for example, let's say it's this one, yeah, so all you have to do, some of this stuff is free, so all you have to do is to click download and just download it one more time, then it's going to start downloading. Yeah, so go to a website called remove, I think it's called remove BG. Yeah, so it's gonna remove the background for you. So once it's open, click on this file that you've just downloaded and it will get uploaded. And once the upload is done, to do its magic and it will start, you know, removing the background from the image. So now the background has been removed from the file. So I'm gonna click on download. Yeah, So I think the HD versions are paid for, yeah, but this download one, the lesser one, is not a paid for option. Okay, so I don't know why it's taking forever to set up, yeah, but so it's downloaded right here. So I'm gonna go to Canva, and I think I want to close this, so I'll click on maybe later. So I'm gonna hit on create design, and I'm gonna hit on custom size, and the size that I want to create is maybe 1000, or let's say 900 by, or 600 do. Let's try 600. All right. So once that opens up, I think this would do. Probably I wanna drag and drop my image that I've downloaded onto this canvas right here. Okay, so now this is how it is looking. Okay, so I'm showing you the process I go through. I'm making these banners for the website. So once I have that, then I can take actually look or steal some colors from my own design right here from my website. So if I open this up and I try to go to, for example, let me just go to the homepage actually for the website that I already created. Yeah, so I'll go here. So maybe I just want to use this red because it's everywhere on my website. I use this extension called Color Picker for Chrome. So I click on this. Maybe what I need to do is to I'll click on this and click on pick. Then I'll select this sort of gray shade. I'll click copy. Okay, then I'll come to Canva, click on the canvas, click on this color wheel, and click skip tour, and I'll click on this plus icon, and just below this I just paste in this color code. Okay, select everything and place that color code. So now I'll come under elements and I'll search for something like blob. Okay, and once blob shows up, it's gonna show up some random blob shapes. Yeah, so I'll click on graphics and see all. So I'll target these free ones, for example this one, and what I'll do is probably I can make this red. Yeah, so to get my red shade, what I need to do is to come back and select my color picker, click on pick, and probably pick this red shade. Okay, so I'll copy this, come back to my Canva account, click on this color right here, and probably change this to red. Okay, so I think it will better match my shade. So right click on this, and when I go to layer, I'll say send to back. So then it is displayed like that. So if I preview this is how the image is looking, even though this is low quality. So this is a downside of using remove BG. It may not give you the clearest images. Okay, but if I open up, for example, my Photoshop, yeah, and I open up these files that I downloaded, for example, if I scroll down, and I find if this was an image that we downloaded, I can drag it into Photoshop just like this. Okay, and if I zoom in just a little bit, I can see it's somehow looking better. So I'll click on select subject. Then what I'll do is I'll click on Ctrl J, then I'll turn this layer off so it remove everything. So probably this image could be too big, so I'll try to resize it down to something like 1000 pixels maybe. Okay, then I'll save the image, and instead of saving it as a PDF or document, what I'll do is that I'll save it as a JPEG. Then let's place it under Woodmart, my project. Then I will click save, and maximum quality. Let me just put it at medium, or I can just place it at high. Okay, so now it's saved. So I can replace this from Canva. Yeah, so to do that, I'll just open up my folder right here and look for the image that actually uploaded it as a JPEG. That should have been saved as a PNG. Okay, so let's change this and just make it PNG to be transparent. Yeah, then I'll call it, give it a file name, something like that, and save it up. Okay, so it's right here. So what I'm gonna do is that now I'm gonna upload it to Canva. Just replace this file, okay, because I don't feel that this looks accurate enough or good enough. Okay, so I'm gonna scale it up and down just like this. So I think I'll scale it further to look just like this, and maybe I can make this bigger or smaller. Yeah, probably that's good enough. Then this man can come right here, or extend him right here, resize him just a little bit like here. Okay, then just reduce on this up to about there. So once you're done making your banner, all you have to do is now to come click on download, and you can download it as a JPEG. Yeah, and click on download, and once it's downloaded, you're gonna be able to view it right here. So you can upload it to your file and start using it. Yeah, so now I'm gonna go back to the slider that we are working on. Then we need to create something that looks like this. Okay, so now let's do that. Okay, so let me move this out of the way and just place it over here. So now I'm gonna create two columns, and by clicking this, I want to add a flex box with 2 columns. In this one, I need it to be sort of like 65%. Okay, so by default, this should be 35. All right, so now I'm gonna add in some text right here. For example, if I'm to say, if I'm to drag the text block, it's gonna look like that. Yeah, but I don't need that. So there are some what I can say widgets right here that you can use to add to your slide bar. Yeah, so the very first one that we can use is, maybe I can search for a heading. Yeah, or yeah, something like this. Then this can be like summer sale. Yeah, so you can change this text to something a little bit gray, something like this. The typography can be, I want it to be Poppins. Yeah, and I want it to be light or thin. So I think that's okay, but I need it to be a little bit darker because now it's not so readable. I think this is fine. Then I can actually duplicate this. Yeah, and the text that I can use is probably like best fashion in 2024. So okay, best, you guys can use anything, best fashion. So I want to put the next line to, I want to put the next text on the next line. So that's why I'm using this BR, stands for break, line break. Okay, so everything that I type after this is going to be on the new line. Okay, the way you see it here. So now let's make this 2024. Then under typography, this can be black. Yeah, it can be as heavy as you would want it to. So under weight, can make it 800, I think. Then bump up the size to something like this. Yeah, so under this you can add some text block. Yeah, something like this, and you can paste in some dummy text. Okay, yeah, so let me just paste in something like this. Okay, so that's how it's looking. And what I'm gonna do is is I'm gonna scroll down just a second, or I can minimize this. Should it be, actually, let me use a text editor instead of a text block. Yeah, let me add a text editor. Come on. Yeah, it's right here. So we can keep that text, doesn't matter, but I need to change it to black. Yeah, and what I'm gonna do is that the content width, I'm gonna try to squeeze it in. I don't want it to span into the red. Yeah, so I'm gonna keep it short like that. In the typography, I just need it to be Poppins. Yeah, so once that is done, I can actually reduce or increase. I'll just keep it at 65%. Then below, I just had a shop button. Okay, so the shop button is green. It's gonna say shop now, and I want it to link to the shop. Okay, yeah, I want it to link to the shop, but then I need it to be red. So let me see if this color picker works. So I'll pick this red shade. Let me sample this red. Actually, it's not picking anything. So let me just look for this red. I think I pasted it somewhere here. Okay, so this red is now visible. So let me set it as a global color. Yeah, by clicking on that plus icon. I think you guys have seen it. Yeah, and I want to change the typography of the button to Poppins instead of Roboto. And there you have it. Okay, so I think this looks much cleaner, so I can save this. Now, once you're done with your slider, you can actually add some animations to these, yeah, by going to advanced, under motion effects, under interest animations. They can fade left. Yeah, it's hard to see. Yeah, but I can go under advanced and under motion effects, interest animation. Maybe it can fade right, something like that. Yeah, maybe the button. Yeah, once you click on it, you can go under advanced, under motion effects, under interest animations. Maybe it can fade up. Yeah, so you can click on update. Then once you're done with everything, just click exit. So now we have one slider. Yeah, and once you come to slides, come to all items, you can actually duplicate this slide by clicking on duplicate. So maybe you can name this slider too. If you want to keep the content or change it, you can edit, click edit with Elementor. But now you can change the featured image to click remove and click on select files. So let's say you want to choose another background for the slider. So maybe you want to select this and upload it. And once it's done uploading, click select. And once it's done, just click publish. So now I need you to follow along, guys. So now, once you've added slides, now you need to create sliders. Okay, so let's call this home slider, because you're gonna place it to the home page. Okay, and once you're done, just click on add new slides. So you've created a category of home slider. So we need to go to all slides, click on edit. For example, if I open edit on this one and this slider one, yeah, if I open up the edit here, I can make it or add it to the home slider and click update. Then I can add slider 1 to home slider and click on update. Okay, still, once you go to the home page, yeah, of the website, this is how you're gonna be, it's gonna be looking like, but we need to add the slider right here. So click on edit page. Okay, and once you're out of here, click on edit with Elementor, and as Elementor opens up, we need to add our slider right here. Okay, so now I'm gonna add 2 columns. Yeah, I think this one will do. So probably I need I'll say not now. I'll right click on navigator. Now, what you're gonna do, I'm gonna click on this container right here. That's on the left. I just want it to be a little smaller than 33 to something like 25. Then this right hand one, it can be 75%. Okay, I think that would do. So I'm gonna click on the plus icon right here and search for slider. Then I'm gonna select the slider that we created, which is home slider, and it's gonna look like this. So if I update, let's say, where am I working from? And I say close other tabs. Then if you preview the changes, this is how it's looking, guys. Okay, so someone can easily scroll through this, but it's not the best looking slider. Yeah, I think we need to decrease this space right here, yeah, between these two. So what we need to do now is to click on this icon right here, come to advanced, unlink the margins. Then on the margin top, we just need to add a negative margin until the slider sort of meets the same line as the button, just around here. Then click on update, and once we refresh this page, then it's gonna look sort of like this. Okay, so now I think this looks a little bit better. Yeah, this looks better, though I feel that this space is now too close to the top, so I probably just sort of reduce it. Let me reduce it to negative around 54. Yeah, something like this. So if it refreshes, I think this looks just a little bit better. Yeah, I think I'm happy with this. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna develop the next sections. And the next sections sort of look like, if I'm to place this here, look like this. So we have a featured category carousel. Okay, so now to create that, there are two ways. So I'm gonna go down here and click on this plus icon and click on this section right here. Then I can click on this menu right here and search for heading. All right, so what I can do right now is search, input featured categories, sort of something like this, and all I have to do is make it centered and make it black. Yeah, and the text can be pop-ins, something like this. So if we are search for slider, for example, if we need to make them slide, the widgets that you're going to be using is, maybe we search for categories, product categories right here, then just drag it and place it under here. So instead of it being a grid, we can make it navigation, yeah, or we can just make it a grid. Yeah, so the custom query can be a WooCommerce query, whatever you would like. But then if a category is empty, I want to stay it hidden, so I don't want to show. So any categorized as a product. So let's go to the back end, go to products and categories, or we can go to all products instead. Yeah, let's go to all products, because I see that uncategorized has a product inside it and I want to remove it. So I'll select category and I'll say uncategorized, and I'll filter and see what product is under there. So I'll click on quick edit, then maybe I'll just put this under the shirts or men, and I'll click save. Yeah, I don't need this to be here. So once that is out, go under style and under layout, come to carousel. It's gonna look like this. So if I update this and take a look at the store right here, then it's gonna be like this. Okay, So I don't know why it's uncategorized still insisting to be here, but yeah, let's click on hide it empty categories. I disabled it by mistake. So under layout, carousel. So under carousel, maybe I want 4 or 5 slides. Yeah. So you see how that looks. Yeah. And I update this. So if I update this, then it's gonna look like this. So people can scroll through this. Yeah. And when they reach the end, it will stop. But if you want it to continue, then what you need to do is to enable slider loop and click on update. So if we click on this, then just continue looping. Yeah. So now it's scrolling so many products. So I think let's disable that and try to refresh. Then we can scroll per page, just like, sorry, per product, just like this. I think it's much better. Yeah. So let's add some spacing to the top of like close to 30-40 pixels. Yeah. Click on this menu, sorry, this icon right here. Come on and advanced, and the top, just give it close to 30 or 50 pixels. I think that would do fine. So now below it, I want to add this. Let me click these templates and see what I can add. For example, if I go under parallax, yeah, I can find, let's see if I can find, for example, this block right here. It's been added. Yeah. So now I need to click on this section right here. This section right here. Then I also want to add a 50 top margin. For right now, I don't need one at the bottom. Yeah. So if I update this, yeah, and you guys see how this is looking and how this is looking. So this button can link to the bag section, and this can link to the shirt section, anywhere that you'd like. Yeah. And you can edit this stuff. Yeah. For example, under content, you can say premium, sorry, or ladies, come on, ladies bags, something like this. Yeah. Then you can type in some more information. The button can lead anywhere else. Okay. So that's how it's looking. So right under here, what I'm gonna do is I want to add another template. Let me go under tabs and see if I can find something useful. Let's see, maybe this would do. Okay, so yeah, so this is how the tabs are looking. Yeah, I've added some tabs. Yeah, the ones that you see right here. Yeah, so you can add all these categories. Yeah, so if I come back to Elementor, so I want to add some space. Yeah, and to the top, I want to add something like 50. Oh, so let me unlink these. Let me just add 50 to the top. Yeah, so I can click on this and just remove all this text. Or if you need it there, it can still be there, no problem whatsoever. Click on this widget right here, then come under tabs. So you can actually duplicate these to any products that you'd want. Then instead of you can display products that are on sale. Yeah, then change these, yeah, to something like sale. Okay, sale. So if I update this and reload, what's gonna happen is that when I click on items under sale, you'll be able to view the items that are only on sale. Okay, so you can actually add categories. For example, these sunglasses, let's say this is for men. Yeah. And the category that I want to add, yeah, is that you can add, for example, let's see, men. You can search for man, product, tag, product, Puma. Let's see if there are any products under man. Yeah. So you can add categories. Yeah. So maybe you can also make this furniture. So you can link to the furniture category. If this is toys, you can add toys. If this is what else do we have? Maybe this is women. Okay. So you can actually link to specific categories. Yeah. So let's see if I go under here and maybe I have bags. Yeah. So let's change maybe this furniture. Come on, to bags. Yeah. Under query, yeah, we can search for bags and the category would show up. So everything that is under bags right now would show up under here. So I showed you how to create one for the sale, yeah, in one for the bags, so for toys and for women and so on. Yeah. And that's how it's looking, guys. But when you come under the style tab and product layout, yeah, it's displaying 3 columns, but we can make them 4 or even 5 or 6, yeah, depending on what you need. Then under product design, you can do some for example, adding a product shadow. There's some other CSS settings, but I'm not gonna go through this right now. Yeah. So let me just update that, then take a look at our finished website and see. Now we have an Instagram, yeah, kind of display right here, but it's just a gallery. So to add that, what we need to do is to click on this section right here, then scroll down to Instagram. Then there are a bunch of layouts that we can use. For example, this. Let's say we add this. And so as you can see, there are a bunch of, let's say I minimize this, some categories that we are having right here. So I'm gonna remove this part right here. Then this is just a gallery. So if I click on it and go under images, I can delete everything here. Yeah. So then I can go to and I add my own media files. Okay. So if I scroll down, maybe I want to add this, probably this and this. If I load more, let's say I add this and this. I'm just assuming that these are product images. Sorry, Instagram posts. Yeah, something like that. Then I can click on insert gallery and they will just sort of display. Okay. Yeah. So see our collection, our Instagram stories, blah blah blah. So you can customize these, and in case you want to adjust the likes, yeah, you can easily play around with these. Okay. So I'm gonna click update. So because you've been using templates a lot for these layouts, I'm very sure that the website is very responsive. So if I go to mobile, yeah, this is how it looks like. Yeah. And if I go to tablet, this is how it looks like. Yeah, pretty clean. Yeah. This menu should display still. Oh, it's not. So for mobile, for tablet, maybe this column should just occupy 1%. Yeah. Then this column takes like 99%. Sorry. It needs to be in percentages. So maybe you should take 99% of the entire space. Okay, so I think that's not solving the problem the way I want it to be solved. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna Control Z. I'll come right here to Instagram widgets. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click on this column right here. Yeah. Or we can start off actually with the mobile. Yeah. And what we can actually do is that we can click on this, and let's say if we take this away, it looks fine. But click on this column, go under advanced. Yeah. So under responsive, on you're gonna hide it on mobile. Yeah. Then hide it on tablet. Okay. So now it just looks like this. Then for tablet, it's gonna look like this. It's kind of off. Yeah. But then this should be 100%. So we change this to percentage and just make it, let's say 100. All right. So on tablet, it's looking fine now. If we go on mobile, if you have to click on this column right here, maybe you also want it to be on 100%. Yeah. Then under advanced, I'll just unlink the margins. Okay. So that's how it's looking. So what I'm gonna do now, one last thing, is I'll click on this. Hold on. I'll pull up the navigator, and I'll click on this container right here that houses everything. Then I'll uncheck the paddings. Okay. Then also the margins. All right. So that's how everything is looking. Pretty looking clean. Then I think what we can do is to reduce on the size of the slider, but that we can do under the sliders, not right here. So everything just looks fine now, although these products on mobile, so under style, under product layout, so on mobile it can be one column, I think, or two. I think one is good enough. Yeah. Or they can be two if it's confusing. Yeah. So 2 is good enough. Yeah. So I'm gonna click update. So when you take a look at the finished product of our page, this is how it's looking. Best fashion trends of 2022. Yeah. And the featured categories are over there. Someone can easily scroll through them. The parallax animations of these two blocks are over here. We have the products right here. We have the Instagram stories. So let's take a look at our shop. So the shop is looking like this, not the best. Okay. But now we need to add some stuff to it. Okay. So now what I need to do is, the first thing, let me open up the dashboard. Then I'll go to pages. Then I'll open up the shop page. I'll click on edit. And with this shop page, I really don't need this header right here. Let's see if it's removable. Oh, what did I do? No. So I'll exit out of this. So I'll click on shop. I'll click on edit. So it's taking me to the customizer. Yeah. But no. I won't edit it from here. I will go to the theme settings. I'll go to shop. Okay. Then there are a bunch of settings right here. For example, we can go through them one by one. First, we action after add to cart. I think display is fine, hide widget automatically, that is fine. Quantity input, so if you hover over this, it will show you what in the cart. Yeah, I think I'll enable that. Show SKU in cart, not important. Catalog mode, I'll leave that. Hide cart, login to see. Oh no. So I'm gonna click on save options. I think I'm done with every setting that I need to. Yeah. So once I come to page title, right here, still under theme settings, let's click on page title. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is instead of actually making it small, let's just select this and click on save option. Then you try to refresh this. So now the product that was here with the breadcrumbs is sort of gone. Okay, so now you can see that now everything looks a little bit cleaner. So okay, so you're gonna come back to styling the shop section, but let's first deal with the sidebars. Okay, because I need a sidebar to my shop page. Okay, right here. So to add a sidebar, let's first go to plugins, click on add new plugin. Then we're gonna search for classic widgets. It's gonna help us really organize our widgets easily. So it's right here with 2 million installations. So click on activate, and what we're gonna do is we are now gonna go to appearance. Okay, under widgets we have a shop page widget area. Okay, so the first thing I want to add, for example, if you guys see our shop page, it has things like filter by price, the colors, the size, the brands, and recent reviews. So to add this, you can scroll through this slowly. Then you can add your filters. Okay, so let's say you want to filter products by attributes, or filter products by, what is this, filter products by star ratings. Then you can do that. Okay, so now I want to add a price filter first. So I'm gonna click on this filter by price. Then I'm gonna select shop page widget area. Okay, and once I'm done, I'm gonna click add widget, and you see it added to this widget right here. So minimize that. Then what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna scroll down and come to WooCommerce Woodmart. Let me see. This is the WooCommerce Woodmart layered something. If I add it to the product page area, you'd see now you can filter by brands, or you can filter by main shirt color. Okay, so let me filter by, let me say if we call this filter by color. Yeah, that can do. Then I'll click save and minimize that. So I'll go back and add that same widget to the shop page. And now maybe you want to add one for sizes. Yeah, so we can say filter by size. Okay, save that and minimize that. Probably let me add one more. Okay, WooCommerce Woodmart something, and add that to the page. Then this will be by brands. Okay, now under here maybe we can add
stuff like recently viewed products. Yeah. Okay. Then recently reviewed products. Then we can add that. So the recently viewed products, they can be at least 4. Yeah, they don't need to be many, or 3. Yeah. Then the recently product reviews, they can also be 3 or 4. Yeah. So if we save this, come here and save this, make sure every change you've done, everything is saved. Yeah. For it to work, well. So if I'm to refresh this, sorry, this is the completed website. If we go to our website, and this is how it's looking. So if I'm displaying all this like this, and these are the products we have. So we have the recently reviewed products. Okay. Then we have the filter by brand, filter by size, filter by color. So if I open up this product right here and go probably to its category, yeah, so then you'll see that I've recently reviewed this product. So if I go to this, probably I go to this too, then I go, for example, to this category right here, then you see that I've recently viewed this product. Then these are recent product reviews. This one has a 5-star review, and that's looking fine. So now guys, let's do some final customizations to the store. Okay, so when you go back to the dashboard, under theme settings, come to shop. The first thing I want to do is to come to product archive actually, then come to product styles. Then there are a bunch of styles right here that you can select. For example, if I select this, hold on, sorry about that, I don't even know how to go back, but yeah, this is my window. All right, so if I'm to select this style right here and I click on save options, if I refresh this page right here, you realize that now when I hover, yeah, I can add these buttons to, products to the cart. Okay, now I can select any other different style, for example this, and I click on save options. So you guys can experiment with this to see what you would like, yeah, on your store. But what I'm gonna go with is this right here, this layout right here. Okay, so now that is looking fine. If I refresh the page, it's gonna be looking this nice. Okay, so one last thing I don't like is the squared images. So I'm gonna open up the customizer. Okay, so I'll close this actually, we don't need it now. Come to WooCommerce, come to product images, come to custom, and crop these images to like a 3:4 ratio. Okay, and publish that. If the publishing is done, you refresh this page, and you may note that now the cropping has changed from square to this kind of layout. Okay, so now let's go through the product grid settings. These I think I'm gonna leave them by default. Product styles, I've showed you guys what to do with those. The shop filters, I think those are perfectly fine. Then one last thing I like to do is come under typography. I will come under basic. Okay, so the default font that I want to use for the entire website is Poppins, and the color I would like to use black. Okay, then under the advanced fonts, I don't know if I need to save this right away, but let me just save it. Okay, so I'll come under advanced. So under advanced, so I'll come under advanced. In under advanced, I'll select all these menus. Yeah, everything right here, especially the top ones. Yeah, and all. I think there's a lot, but once I select these top ones, I should be good enough. And I change the font family to Poppins. All right. So if I save that and I refresh it, I realize that even my header font has changed and now it's looking fine. Okay. So now that looks good enough. So if I'm to move back here and styles and colors, I've managed to set the primary color for all this stuff. Pages background, I don't need to play around with that. And the buttons, they can be rounded, they can be circular. Yeah, that's up to you. And I think I'm okay with that. Though I need to change these colors to color that is reddish, like the one I'm using as my primary color. So I'll add that. And the accent color, I don't think it should be a red. Yeah, or it can be a darker red, sort of something like that. I think that's good enough. So if I'm to refresh this page, let me refresh it one more time. I can't show you the accent, but as you can see, every time that someone clicks on add to cart or hovers over the add to cart, the accent color changes to that darker red. So I think that's good enough. Yeah. So I think that's okay, guys. We've done some customizations here. Some of these settings you might have to trigger them on your own to see what really works for you best. So now the home is fine. The shop page is working very fine, as you can see. The track order is displaying well. Customers can track their items. Then the My Account page is displaying fine. So we don't have the About Us and we don't have the Contact Us. Okay, so let's quickly create that. So I'm gonna right click and open these two in two different tabs. So as you can see, this is our About page. So I'm gonna click on Edit Page. Yeah. Then I'm also okay. Let's wait configuring the Contact page. So under the page title, make sure the title is hidden. There is no sidebar. And click on Update. And once we are here, I'm gonna click on Edit with Elementor. So one thing that I'm going to do is that I'm going to rely on templates. So I'm going to click on this XTMOS. Yeah. Then I'm going to go to About Us. Then I'm going to select a bunch of things. For example, I can insert this block right here. Okay. And you guys can really edit this to your liking. Yeah. So you can add as many templates or blocks as you want, because I feel you can easily edit these. Yeah, I've showed you how to edit them. So this is how everything is looking. So if I'm to take this away, this is how our About Us page is looking right now. Okay, so you guys can edit this to your liking. Yeah, so once I'm done, so once I'm done, I can, for example, no, let me just actually save this. Yeah, and preview it. And that's how the About Us page is sort of looking like. Okay, so finally let's work on the Contact Us page. So I'm gonna click on Edit Page. Basically we just need some contact information. Yeah, nothing much. So the header, I've disabled it. The sidebar, make sure it's without. Then click on Edit Page, and once Elementor opens up, we're gonna add something like a map, some contact forms. Okay, so let me just add, let me actually use a template. Yeah, and maybe I wanna go into the Contact Us blocks. Maybe let's say I want to add let's say map. All right, maybe let me use this template right here. Okay, so now it's done inserting here, but I think it's finding trouble. So let me just delete this. Then I'm gonna search for map. Google Maps is gonna drop it. Then I can add my address right here. Adjust the zoom level. Yeah. So if I need to zoom in closer, it can zoom in. Yeah, a little bit closer, just like that. Or you can leave it at sort of 10 or something, then to display like that. So I'm gonna add one more with a contact form. Yeah. So let me look for a template that has a contact form. I think this should do. Okay. So you're gonna select contact form and click on one contact form that we have right here. Then this is gonna look fine. And by the way, guys, the good thing about using templates is that they come pre-built and they are mobile responsive, as you can see. Okay. So now the contact form has been created, as you can see, and you can change any of these texts, send us a message, the FAQ pages, you can do whatever you wish with them. Okay, so that is it. So if I preview this website, I think everything looks just fine. I've showed you how to edit and add every element of the entire website. And if you learned or enjoyed this tutorial, guys, please don't forget to leave a like. A subscription to the channel would be very much appreciated. So now let's see how to add some coupons. Okay, then we shall do a demo order. So under the dashboard, come to marketing, come to coupons. So this marketing feature is added by WooCommerce. So hit create your first coupon. Then maybe it's like save 10%. Sorry. Yeah. So you can say it as a percentage or a fixed card discount or product discount. Yeah. So the coupon amount, remember you've set it as a percentage. So you're going to use 10. Yeah. So this stands for 10% of the average order value. Sorry, of the order value. Yeah. So this is a coupon right here. And you can come and coupon expiry date, you can set an expiry for it. Under usage, you can set it to be a minimum spend, for example, for orders above 150 or something like that. Yeah. And the maximum spend. Yeah. So in case an order exceeds, for example, $500, then there is no discount. Yeah. So in video use only, you can exclude some sell items that it can't be applied to. Yeah. So there are all these settings that you can go through. Okay. Restricted to product categories and allowed emails and disallowed emails. Yeah, you can configure that in these fields right here. You can also set the usage limit. For example, usage limit of the coupon, someone can only use it maybe 2 or 3 times. Yeah. And once, let's say the first, you can set a coupon to be like the first 100 people to purchase are getting a 10% off. Yeah. So this is what that means. Okay. So you can say the first 100 people are getting 10% off. Let's say usage per user, someone can only use it like once. Okay. Or maybe 2 times. Yeah. So let's click publish. And once that is done, we can visit our store and do a demo order. So right now, let's say you want to buy, I want to add this to the cart. Okay. Then also maybe you want to add this to the cart. So I click on the cart right here. Actually, we've only added one product. I don't know why that's so. Let's add that too. And maybe let's add also this jacket right here. Okay. So we can increase the quantity of the stuff we are buying. Then click on checkout. So it's $2.94. Yeah. So we can apply the coupon right here. It was save 10%. So I can click on apply coupon, and the coupon was saved me $29.
and I'll still pay $269 with the flat rate shipping. So I can insert all my details right here. Okay, and right now they have been inserted. Hopefully I haven't missed anything. So I'm going to click on place order, and once the order is placed, be it thank you for your order, your order has been placed and it's cash on delivery. Okay, nice. So once you go back to your dashboard under WooCommerce, if I'm to refresh this, you will see that now come on, we have an order right here. So WooCommerce has an app that you can link the same way Shopify does. So you can come right here. If someone has paid via PayPal or MasterCard or Visa card, then the order status would automatically be completed. Yeah. So you can update this. So once someone tries to for example, check their email, they will find these order details. Okay. So now that's how everything is looking. So you can do a demo order on your own and see how your store is behaving. So I talked of how WooCommerce sends out default emails that are not looking nice. I'm going to cover that. I've already covered that. Shared with you a plugin in one of my previous tutorials. I'm going to link it in the description. Then I'm also going to be making more tutorials about that same issue, and I will make sure that I'm going to be creating a tutorial showing you guys all the tools that you need for a well-functioning WooCommerce store. Okay, yeah, it should be my next tutorial. So thanks for watching and catch you on the next one.